and welcome back to our yoga and the Enneagram series. Today we're going to be doing a practice revolving around the number 5. So 5s are known as the observer or the investigator. They're very in their heads. They're very analytical, methodical. They're very reasonable. They're private. They value their privacy, security, and independence. So they lean towards the more minimalist side. They just want to be okay in their own little world with what they have and not rely on others. 5s are very truthful because they can very objectively see all sides of a situation, so they can make good counselors. You can ask them, what do I need to do in this situation? And they'll say, based on the evidence, this is the best course of action. So they're good friends in that way. However, 5s can be very, or they can be seen as standoffish because they value their privacy. They only have a set energy or amount or expenditure every day. So, they can be easily overwhelmed with tasks or people that demand a lot of energy. So they might be a little stingy with either not just like physical resources, but also their emotional and relational and time resources. So it can be a little hard to get to know a 5. They're bookish, they are very smart, they like to know the answers to everything. So I hope that gave you a good overview of the 5. If I left anything out, let me know. So today's class, we're going to be doing a little bit of breath work and meditation, just a short practice at the beginning. And then we're going to move into a ladder flow, because I find ladder flows to be very methodical. They're kind of like an ongoing math equation, which I think the 5s will like. And then we're going to end up with a little bit of headstand because 5s are in their head, so let's just flip it upside down a little bit. So start in an easy seated pose, legs crossed in front of the other, and I just wanted to read a couple things about 5s. 5s take in everything through their mental faculties. They are always alert, keenly aware of all they can absorb and reflect on to make sense of reality in their pursuit of security. 5s must dare to venture outward. So they must dare to get out of their heads and engage and invest in people around them. So let's get started. Like I said, in seated position, hands resting on the knees. You can close your eyes or leave them open. Nice tall spine. Couple of deep breaths here, just settling in. So don't force the breath in any way right now. Just breathe naturally. Feel it cooling as it comes in through your nose. Feel it warming as it goes out of the mouth. We're going to be working through some 3-part breath. So first we'll breathe in through our belly. So you should feel your belly kind of expand outward, and then, or forwards more so. And then the second part of the breath is through the side ribs. So you should feel those expand outward. And then the last part of the breath is through the upper chest. So you might feel your shoulders kind of raise a little bit. So we'll do that 3-part breath, pausing a little bit after each section. And then at the top you'll hold, and then we'll exhale for about 10 seconds out through our nose. So I'm going to let you watch me do one first so you can hopefully see the different parts of my body moving. So inhale in through your nose, let it fill up the belly for about 3 seconds. And pause. Let it fill up the middle of the thorax. Feel the ribs expand outwards. Pause. And then take one more sip of air up to the very top. Hold. And then exhale slowly out of the nose for 10 seconds. At the bottom, let's do it again. Let's do it a few more times. So inhale in through the belly. Pause. In through the side ribs. Pause. And then one more sip of air through the top of the chest. Hold it. And then exhale through the nose for 10 seconds. For this next round, I'm going to let you watch me do it again so I don't have to talk. You can take one little reset breath in between if you need. Do this 2 more times with your own breath. I find that this type of breathing exercise is really good because it forces your mind to be so present, so focused on exactly what you're doing, and you're just inside your own body focusing where the breath needs to go, how you need to hold it. It just kind of takes you out of the mental chatter of many other things it could be focused on. Nice tall spine. We'll bring our left hand onto the right knee and twist over to the right. So right hand is propped behind you. Lengthen up on an inhale, twist deeper on an exhale. And then we'll switch sides, right hand to left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, twist deeper. Broaden through the chest. Let the breath still find its way through your whole midsection, your whole thorax, from the belly up to the collarbone. And then plant the right hand on the right side of your hips. Left arm sweeps up tall. Find length through the left side body before you lean over to the right. So you should be moving up and over instead of just over. Let your breath find its way through the ribs on the left side. Good. Left hand to left side of hips. Right arm sweeps up, lengthens up. And then on an exhale, move it over. Find a slight twist of the chest open to the sky. Good. Find your way into all fours, tabletop position. We're going to be doing a cat-cow, but really, really, really slow. So this will give you time to focus on each vertebrae moving. So in other classes or other types of movement, you'll hear them called spinal cars, controlled articular rotations. But regardless, plant your knees under your hips and then hands under the shoulders. Do this sort of screwing outward motion, like you're tightening a jar. Okay, make sure your shoulder blades are nice and stable. So we'll start in a cow position. So your belly drops, your tailbone and head lift to the sky. And then really slowly, one section at a time, you'll tuck your tailbone under and then start to round through the spine. So feel each segment being magnetized, like there's a big magnet on the sky, being pulled upward, upward, upward. And then at the very end, you can kind of round through your shoulder blades and tuck your chin. From here, lift the head, drop through the upper spine between the shoulder blades, drop through the mid-back, Drop through the lower back and lift the tailbone to the sky. As slow and controlled as you can. Now from here, we'll start from the top. So chin tucks in towards chest. Find a rounding through the shoulders, through the mid-back. Pulling the back of the heart towards the sky. And then work towards your lower spine and end up in this tucked tailbone position. And last one, magnetize the tailbone to the sky, arch through the low back, mid back, upper back, and lift the crown of the head. All right, from here, drop down into puppy pose. So walk the hands out, couple handprints in front of you. Hips stay stacked over the knees, chest drops. You can rest on your chin or on your forehead, or if you don't reach, that's okay. Try to stretch through the chest, through the lats, the shoulders. From here, walk the hands in slightly. We're gonna snake forward into a cobra pose. So hands end up on the sides of the ribs, inner thighs rotate towards the sky. On an inhale, use your back muscles, not your hands, to lift the chest. And plant the hands, find your way into a standing position at the top of the mat. So we're gonna be working through our ladder flow now. And this means that we'll start with one pose and spend several breaths in that one pose. Switch to the other side. Our reset will be either at a standing position at the top of the mat or in a forward fold at the top of the mat. And then each round after that, we add a different pose to the ladder flow. So whatever pose we're adding, we spend more time on, whereas all the poses before that, it's just kind of one breath per movement. So it will be fun. Feel your feet grounded into the mat, from the toes to the pads of the feet to the heels. And then on an inhale, lift your arms overhead, step the left foot back to a high lunge. Create length on the sides of the body. Rotate the left hip bone forward, the right hip back. You can energetically pull the right heel back and the left toes forward towards each other. Shoulder blades drop. One more breath, just finding your shape here. And then exhale, step forward. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Right foot steps back into high lunge. Left knee is stacked over left ankle. Breathing into the front of the right hip. Keep that right knee straight. Exhale, step forward. So now we're going to add on. Inhale, arms lift up, step back the left foot into high lunge. And then on an exhale, lower the left knee, drop the left hand, and then you're going to come into a low lunge with a twist. So spread that arm open to the sky, open up the chest to the right. Make sure that right knee is hugging in towards the body. Right shoulder blade back and down. Good. And then you can come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. And then roll up slowly to standing. On an inhale, step the right foot back into high lunge. On an exhale, drop the right knee, the right hand. You can untuck the toes and then sweep the left arm open. Using the right hand as leverage to corkscrew the heart open more. Good. Step forward, forward fold. Roll up slowly each vertebra. Okay. Inhale, high lunge with the left leg. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Actually, keep those toes tucked this time. On an inhale, you're gonna sweep the right hand back and down as you sweep the left arm forward, up, and back, coming into a warrior two. So right toes are parallel to the long edge of the mat. Left toes are parallel to the short edge of the mat. Chest opens to the left, gazes to the front of the mat. Good, and then we'll just step forward to the top of the mat. Nice big exhale, and then inhale, right leg steps back to high lunge. Exhale, drop into low lunge with a twist, opening up to the left side of the mat. Keep those toes tucked. Inhale, left arm comes up, right arm cartwheels open for warrior two. Stretch the fingertips long to either side of the wall. Rotate those hips open, but make sure the left knee is stacked over left ankle. And then we're gonna just step to the top of our mat. Okay, continuing on with our little math equation here. So we're gonna add on some more poses. Inhale, left leg steps back for high lunge. Exhale, lower, and twist open for low lunge. Inhale, right arm sweeps back and down, left arm sweeps forward, up, and back for warrior two. Exhale, plant the right elbow on the right knee, and then left arm extends to the top diagonal corner of the wall for a side angle. So you should have a long line of energy from the pinky toe on the left, through the left leg, left hip, torso, armpit, and arm. Hopefully creating a straight line. You can have the option of lifting the right elbow off of the right knee, or even finding a clasp onto the left hand. That's a bigger challenge for sure. Exhale, find your forward fold. Slowly roll up. Roll out the shoulders. And then inhale, step the right leg back for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, cartwheel open to warrior two. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm points out for side angle. Feel this big stretch on the outside of the right hip. And again, use the elbow kind of as a prop to open up the chest more. Option to lift the left elbow or find the right hand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll out the shoulders. Inhale, high lunge, left leg steps back. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, we're going to come into Skandasana. So you'll straighten your right knee, lift those right toes so you're kind of balancing on your heel, and then you'll lunge deeply into the left leg. So those left toes will point diagonally out to the corner of the mat rather than being straight. If you're up here, just hold that. You can come down lower, that's great. You can open up the hands. You can find a bind, or you can just stay with hands at heart center. Try to maintain as tall of a spine as you can. Feeling a stretch deeply through the hips, through the inner thigh. And then we're gonna use our hands to walk back to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, roll up the spine, shake out the shoulders, and then we'll begin again. Right leg steps back for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge, twist open to the left. Inhale, cartwheel, the arms open for warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, bend into Skandasana, so straighten the left knee, bend into the right, toes angle out, and then toes lift on the left side. So again, if you're up here, hold that. If you're down here, you can open up your hands, find a bind, or just try to maintain length in the spine. Good, use your hands to walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. So this next pose, if you need a little help with your balance, I would grab a block. Just have it handy. All right, can you remember the order of things? Inhale, left leg, steps back for high lunge. Inhale, drop that knee, open up for low lunge to the right. Inhale, sweep open the other way for warrior 2. Exhale, right elbow plants on right knee for side angle. Inhale, Skandasana, move as fluidly as you can. And then on the exhale, you're gonna come into half moon. So the toes will point forward and plant as you bend into the right knee. This is where a block can come in handy on the side there. And then you're gonna lift the left leg up for half moon. So your hips are opening, your pelvis is opening to the left side of the mat. Left arm sweeps up to the sky. Left toes are strong. Keep a mini bend in the right knee. Don't let your shoulders creep up towards the ears. And then you can, if you're more flexible, you can take the block away. I'm actually not that flexible, so I like using it. Just to give me more space. Okay, bring that left foot down. Find a forward fold. Move your block to the other side, and then roll up the spine. Shake out the shoulders. Inhale, right foot steps back for high lunge. Exhale, plant the knee, open up, low lunge with a twist to the left. Inhale, cartwheel the arms open for warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana. Bending into that right knee, lifting the toes, and then on an exhale, plant those left toes. Bend softly into the left knee, and then sweep open to half moon. Shoulder blades roll down the back. Pelvis opens to the right. Nice and strong through that left standing leg. One more breath. And then plant that right foot. For these next rounds, we're going to just be spending one breath per movement. So you might not need the block anymore, it's up to you. We'll find our way to Tadasana at the top of the mat. And then inhale, left leg steps back for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior 2, opening to the left. Exhale, Side angle. Inhale, Skandasana, bend into the left knee. Exhale, half moon. Planting those right fingertips and opening the left ones to the sky. And then from here, you're going to plant both hands. Step the left foot back into this hovering 90-90 position. And then right leg steps back straight. So this is so good for your core, your shoulder stabilizers. So from that, you're going to inhale into this extended position. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, straight again. Exhale, find three-legged dog by straightening the left knee. We'll do that one more time on this round. So inhale, right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, straight. Exhale, three-legged dog. And then step forward into a forward fold. Roll up the spine. Take an extra breath. Inhale, right leg back, high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two, open to the right. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana, point the toes outward. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, plant those right toes, bend the knee at a 90-degree angle. And then left leg straight out behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, three-legged dog. Straighten that right knee. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, three-legged dog. Step forward into a forward fold. Take an extra breath here. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. So find some space. We're going to be doing a little bit of flipping over. So find your way into Tadasana. Inhale. Left leg back for a high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, plant the left toes, extend the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, three-legged dog. From here, you can hop that left foot back if you need. You're going to bend the right knee and flip over into Wild Thing. Resting on those right toes, the outside of the left foot. Opening the chest skyward. Strong through the shoulder blade, through the standing arm. Good. Plant the right hand and step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, extend to Tadasana. Just gather yourself here. On your next inhale, step back the right leg for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, plant the right toes, extend the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, straighten the right knee for three-legged dog. You can hop the right foot back if you need. Bend the left knee. Flip your dog. Straighten the right leg, but keep the left knee bent. Resting on those toe tips. One more breath. Find more space in the heart. And then exhale, plant the left hand, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, roll up the spine. Exhale, shake out the shoulders. We've got a couple more poses to add on to our ladder. Inhale, step the left leg back, high lunge. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana. Exhale, half moon. Inhale, plant the left toes with the knee bent. Extend the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, wild thing. And stay for the exhale. And then you're going to pick up that right leg, pivot on the left leg, so the toes move from pointing back to the left. Now they're going to pivot all the way over, and you're going to find fallen triangle. So now the toes are pointing to the right side of the mat, and the right leg sweeps open to the side. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Fallen triangle. So that's a lot of movement and pivoting on that planting leg, or the planting foot, the left one in this case. But you'll figure it out. Just experiment. Adjust as you need. Lift the hips a little higher. And then plant the left hand, step forward into a forward fold. Roll up the spine, and we'll do the other side. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana to the right. Exhale, half moon on the left. Inhale, hovering bear. Left leg extends. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, flip your dog to wild thing. And hold for the exhale. And then pivot on those right toes to face the other side of the mat. Sweep the left leg under and out to the right. Right arm opens up for fallen triangle. Okay, right hand plants, and then step forward to the top of your mat. Let's take a couple extra breaths here. Okay, roll that spine up, coming into Tadasana. Inhale, arm sweep up, left leg steps back for high lunge. Exhale, lower the knee, open up, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two to the other side. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Skandasana to the left. Exhale, half moon on the right. Inhale, hovering bear on the left. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, wild thing. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, sweep that right leg under for fallen triangle. Stay for the exhale. And then plant your bottom down. So you're in a wide-legged, just a forward fold position here. And then you can either, we're going to be stretching over to the left foot, so you can either just find a nice rounded forward fold, or you can put your peace fingers on the inside of the big toe, and then use your left arm as a prop to do a nice side opening stretch here. If you want something more relaxed, you can use your own arms as props. Just finding a little bit of rest amidst our ladder flow. Fives, I hope this gives you a time for your mind to only focus on moving your breath with movement. So there isn't time, there isn't mental capacity to think about much else right now, because it's just very methodical. It's what's the next step. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. So from your forward fold, you're gonna just find your way to the top of your mat again, whatever is comfortable for you. And then roll up the spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Right leg back for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, skandasana. Exhale, half moon. Gentle bend in the left knee. Inhale, hovering bear. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, extend the left leg. And then exhale, three-legged dog. Flip over into wild thing. And hold for just a breath. And then left leg sweeps under, pivot on the right foot for fallen triangle. Stay for a breath. Drop the bottom down. So you're in this wide-legged forward fold, and now we'll be going to the right leg. So again, find what's comfortable for you. I'm going to be doing this peace fingers to the inside of the big toe. Left arm sweeps up and over. Actually, I did that wrong. These peace fingers. And then this arm props you open. If not, just find a more gentle forward fold. Taking this as a chance to just catch your breath a little bit. We only have 2 more rounds to add. So find your way into your forward fold at the top of your mat. And then rise up into Tadasana. Inhale, left leg back for high lunge. Exhale, low lunge with a twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, skandasana. Lift the right toes. Exhale, plant the right toes for half moon. Inhale, hovering bear. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, flip your dog over into wild thing. Stay for a breath. Inhale, fallen triangle. Stay for a breath. Inhale, drop the hips. quick stretch over to the left leg. And then instead of coming into your forward fold, you're still gonna rotate your whole body to face the top of the mat. And we'll be coming into a tripod headstand. So instead of using your hands as like a little cup for your head, actually, if you have a bun like this, you'll need to change that because your weight is gonna go through the crown of your head equally through your hands as well. So come into tabletop, plant both hands, rest the crown of your head on the mat, not your forehead, but the very top. And then you should have about a 90-degree bend in your elbows. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. So if you want to do this kind of dolphin tripod headstand variation, that's fine. Otherwise you can tuck one knee in, the other knee in, and then extend the feet up if you're able. Try to straighten out the hips without flipping over backwards. Weight should be in the hands just as much as through the head. I know I need to straighten out my hips more, but I think I'll flip backwards. Okay, slowly come out of it. Tucking your knees in, planting one foot, and then the other. And then come into a forward fold. And then roll up your spine. Very last time through this flow, we'll just do the other side down. So use your breath, use your memory, use what your body's gotten used to here, and move on your own. You can watch me if you need help. Make your way in preparation for our tripod headstand to crow pose. So fingers are wide for a nice solid base. Crown of the head plants. Tuck the toes. Straighten the knees, lift the hips, and then come into this tucked variation first. Remember, let all those thoughts spill out of your head. Have a little fun. And then plant the knees on the back of the triceps. Shift the weight more into the palms of your hand. And then lift the head up for crow pose. Straighten the elbows a little more if you can. It's definitely a challenging transition. Good. And then plant the feet, coming into more of a malasana. Just gathering yourself here, and then extend the legs out in front of you. We'll be moving into our well-earned cool down now. Fix your hair if you need. Mine's a disaster anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Bring your left foot in towards the inner right thigh, bending the knee. Plant the left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, and then you can either just twist and hug the left knee, or you can hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Coming into a spinal twist here. Letting the breath slow down. Feeling the heart rate calm a little bit. Inversions are always very invigorating. And we combine it with a pretty demanding ladder flow, pretty continual motion there. So just need to calm down a little bit. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist deeper. You can extend that left leg out and we'll switch sides. Bend the right knee in, plant the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Right hand behind you, left hand sweeps up. And then you can either just hug the knee in or hook the left knee on the outside of the right leg. Whatever variation is speaking to you today. Inhale, one more, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist deeper. Good, we're gonna come into Gomukhasana. I'll turn and face you guys. So, left knee points forward, right knee stacks on top of left. If you're a little, this used to kill me, so believe me, it takes time to even be able to tolerate this position. If you're less flexible, point the toes and have the heels close in towards the bottom. If you're more flexible, you can start to have the shins more parallel to the edge of the mat and the feet flexed. But I'm going to take this variation because I'm not there yet. Just try to ground both hips. Hands can rest on the knee, or if you want, you can come into a forward fold. Find a stretch that you can feel but not tense up in too much. Maybe you start really high, and then as you're able to relax, you can bend forward, walking the hands out in front of you. Two more deep breaths. Inhale, walk the hands in towards the body. We'll do the fun way of switching. So plant the weight through the outer edges of the feet. Hands over to the left side of the mat, pick up your hips, and just twist, pivoting on the balls of your feet until the right knee plants and the left knee stacks on top. And there you are. So again, find what variation works for you. Just trying to keep both hips planted. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold forward if you're able, taking your time to get there. Sending breath into the outer hips. Being gentle with your body here. Two more breaths. Hip openers, they can really release a lot of emotions too. So if you're a 5 and you're used to just being totally in your head, in your thinking space, maybe this releases a little bit of emotion for you as well. But release from that and find your way into an easy seated pose with the legs crossed. Okay, fives, just remember that, I heard a quote, I can't remember who said it, what you think matters, but who you are matters more. So challenge yourself this week, today, however, whenever you need to, not only think in your head and try to find peace and security and answers and reasoning through your thoughts, but also just learn to let those trickle out through your heart, how you treat people, through your body, how you move and act in this world. I did have one more quote I wanted to read. It's by Bob Goff. And it says, "When love is a theory, it's safe, it's free of risk. But love in the brain changes nothing." So if your minds are so sharp, but if you want to truly make a difference in this world or live to your utmost potential, take some risk and open up to others and let your brain relax while your body and your heart does a little more. But thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed that class and have a great day. Namaste.